Hi and welcome back. If you're watching this, thank you. I really appreciate it. Some color inspo for you. I hope it helps. I am back at work now. I'm a substitute teacher, if you don't already know that, and so my looks won't be as insane or as over the top, I guess you could say, as they normally are, because some of the kids don't like when I wear purple eyeshadow, just depending on what class I'm in, and I tone it down just a little bit. So here is my eye of the day look for Monday, August 21st. I've been in this makeup since 6 o'clock this morning, and it's now 5 o'clock, so I look a little bit hot mess. My foundation's starting to wear off, has been wearing off. Today was the day of the eclipse, so that was interesting, but it didn't get super dark here. I'm in California. Okay, I am using the Kat Von D Mi Vida Loca Remix palette. I do have it depotted, obviously, because it was just too big and bulky of packaging, so I depotted it into the Z palette, and I love it this way. I'm not as overwhelmed with it. So what I did, and I don't have the names anymore, so I apologize for that, but I mean, the colors kind of speak for themselves. If you have the palette, then you know what I'm talking about. Alright, so I went into this cool brown shade, and I put that all in my crease just to have a little bit of depth in this look. And then I went into this royal blue color. It's in between the sparkly purple and like the bright blue. And just, this one I built up a little bit at a time because this blue I didn't want all over the place. But all I did was bring it like that, just on my outer corner. That's it. And then the shimmery white shade, I believe this one is called Skulls, but it's just a basic shimmery color. And on my same brush that I just tapped off, I put that shimmer on my inner corner and blended it in a little bit. My base I did set with this matte cream yellow, and it worked just fine. Simple and pretty. I was happy to know that the blue in that palette blended out really nicely and it wasn't too hard to work with. I did have to build it up though. Today is Thursday, August 24th, and I am using the LORAC Unzipped Ocean Sunset palette for this look. The only other shadow I used was just a plain like skin tone cream, matte cream, just to set my primer. Using a fluffy crease brush, I went into the shade Bedrock. It's a warm brown, and I wound up placing that, this is like the main shadow, and I just placed that in my crease where I wanted it and up onto my brow bone. And then I went into Saltwater, which is this kind of like minty gold glitter shadow. It only worked whenever I used it wet, so I would dip my brush into there and then spray it with Fix Plus, and I placed that on my lid. On my lower lash line, I went back into Bedrock with a pencil brush, and I put that on my lower lash line. And I also brought down Saltwater and put that on my inner corner. And then I took Stingray, which is like this, it's like a bluish purple. It's almost like a royal blue, but it's got a little bit of a purple in it. It's really a neat shade that I've never seen before. And using my pencil brush, I placed that literally just like about right here in my crease and on the outer part of my lash line. That was it. This is pretty easy. The hardest part was trying to get Saltwater to stick on my eyes because it's kind of chunky, and I do have glitter fallout. If you don't like glitter fallout, you probably won't like this shade, but I don't mind it. I think it's kind of pretty, and you can see on my inner corner, like, that's from the shade Saltwater. I like it. I do have some glitters right here. It's kind of picking up on camera, but this is a cool, really cool, like unique shade that I've not seen before. That's it. I took a nap in this makeup and it still looks dang good. So I'm really impressed with the staying power and the pigmentation in this palette. And what I've noticed about actually LORAC shadows in general is I like my eyeshadow better once it's kind of settled on my face and like had a chance to just sink in. But I like them. Today is Saturday, August 26th, and I have another Eye of the Day look using MAC Stars and Rockets and a couple of other things. I just kind of threw this together and I didn't really know what I was doing, but I really like how it turned out. It's kind of simple. I started off by putting Piggy Bank by ColourPop down on just on my lash line to give it a little bit of extra depth, I would say, if you want to call it that. And then I went into Buon Fresco from the Modern Renaissance palette, and I put that all over my crease. This is going to be my transition color. And then taking Stars and Rockets by MAC and a 239, this is my favorite packing brush. I dipped into that. I did get the shadow wet and I placed it all over my lid. And then going back into Stars and Rockets using a fluffy crease brush, I put that on top of where I had Buon Fresco, just because it's kind of hard to work with, you know what, you can't really blend it out too well. And then using NARS Earthshine, I placed that just in my middle of my lid. My lower lash line is a mixture of warm taupe down here, Buon Fresco, and Vibrant Grape by MAC. This one is really pretty purple. It's a basic purple. I cannot get it open. It's this purple. I mixed like all three of those together and wanted, because I wanted a matte lower lash line. That's it. And then my inner corner is Makeup Geek's Shimma. That's literally just my inner corner. Yeah. I'm on a roll to use up this eyeshadow. I love this. Oh, I have Piggy Bank on my waterline too. That's it. I like this one. Okay. Thanks for watching. As always, I hope you got some sort of color inspiration this week. That is my goal. I have decided. All right, thank you so much for watching. Have a wonderful week ahead of you, and I will see you in the next one. Bye.